Welcome to all. SV Union High School and Junior College, Pune, Economics, Standard 12th. Presented by Dr. Inderjeet Kaur Ahluwalia. Chapter 2, Utility Analysis, Video 4. So far, we have studied the law of diminishing marginal utility. It states that as we consume more and more units of a commodity, its marginal utility diminishes. But there are certain criticisms of this law. Criticisms mean limitations of this law. The first, unrealistic assumptions. Second, cardinal measurement. Third, indivisible goods. Fourth, constant marginal utility of money. And fifth, a single want. Let us understand each one of this criticism one by one. First, unrealistic assumptions. The law of diminishing marginal utility is based on various assumptions like homogeneity, continuity, constancy, rationality, etc. But in reality, it is difficult to fulfill all these conditions at a point of time. Second, cardinal measurement. The law assumes that utility can be expressed cardinally, that is, in numbers. So it can be added, compared, and presented through a schedule. In reality, cardinal measurement of utility is not possible because utility is a psychological concept. 3. Indivisible goods. The law is not applicable to indivisible and bulky goods like refrigerator, car, TV sets, etc., which are normally purchased in single unit at a time. 4. Constant marginal utility of money. The law assumes that marginal utility of each unit of money remains constant. However, critics argue that marginal utility of money differs from person to person. It is influenced by changes in prices, stock of money, etc. Fifth, a single want. The law is restricted to the satisfaction of a single want at a point of time. However, in reality, a man has to satisfy many wants at a point of time. Thus, the above are the criticisms or limitations of the law of diminishing marginal utility. Significance or importance of the law of diminishing marginal utility. In spite of the criticisms, the law of diminishing marginal utility is a very popular and an important law in economics. First, usefulness to the consumers. Second, useful to the government. Third, basis of paradox of values. And fourth, basis of law of demand. Let us understand each one of these points. First, usefulness to the consumers. This law creates awareness among the consumers. To obtain maximum utility from the limited resources, it is necessary to diversify the consumption. Second, useful to the government. The law is useful to the government in framing policies such as progressive tax policy, trade policy, pricing policy, etc. Third, basis of paradox of values. The law of diminishing marginal utility helps us to understand the paradox of values. It includes goods that have more value in use and zero or less value in exchange, such as air, water, sunshine, etc., as well as goods that have more value in exchange and less value in use, such as gold, diamonds, etc. Here is a pictorial representation showing air, water, sunshine having more value in use and less value in exchange. Similarly, gold, diamonds, etc. having less value in use and more value in exchange. This is paradox of values. Basis of law of demand. The law of demand is based on the law of diminishing marginal utility. According to the law of demand, the quantity demanded of a good rises with a fall in price and falls with an increase in price. When a consumer purchases more and more units of a good, its marginal utility declines. Hence, he would buy additional units of a commodity only at a lower price. Thus, the law of demand, which states that as price falls, quantity demanded rises, and as price rises, quantity demanded falls, is based on this law of diminishing marginal utility. Thus, the law of diminishing marginal utility has great significance because of its universal application. Thank you.